Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Shandy, and today I thought we'd go to Avebury again. One of my earlier videos was quite popular. I know it's raining, but I thought, wow, what the hell, let's get going. So let me hit the intro and I'll see you in a minute. Cheers. Right, welcome back. So today we're going to Avebury. Now I have done one of these videos before. It was quite popular, one of my earlier ones in the summer. I thought, well, I love the road so much that I would go that way again. It's been a while since I've been down that road. Now on a couple of my other videos you've probably seen them. But yeah, just wanted to go there today. So it'd be roughly the same route. Instead of going over the motorway up to Rawton, I thought I'd go through Quickshifter. Now it is raining a little bit, and I do apologise how late this video is coming out, but been working all week, and every time I finish work it's dark, and I'll talk a little bit more about it as the ride goes on. But I had the valve renewal, so that was good, so we'll talk a little bit about that in a bit. But yeah, I'm equipped for the weather today. So I've got my thermal liners on. I keep calling them thermal liners, I mean waterproof liners for my trousers. My coat's waterproof, so I still got the thermal in. That's where I get mixed up. And yeah, so I'm quite hot at the moment because I finally found my balaclava that attaches to my coat. I remember on the last video I couldn't find it. Well, for some reason it was in my sock drawer. When I went to get my clean socks out this morning, I was like, oh, there it is, buried underneath from the previous washing. But yeah, I've got that on, and I'm probably regretting it now because I am absolutely hot. But yeah, it's a good test for these gloves because I ain't really warm in the wet, like the proper wet, but it looks like it's stopped raining now anyway, so I might have to wipe the camera in a minute because that was one thing I kept forgetting to do on previous wet rides, and half the ride has got big rain bubbles over the lens, so let me just quickly clean it now. Hopefully that's got it better and it hasn't just smudged. I probably didn't even need doing it, but yeah, so we're coming into Quickshifter now. Like I said before, about 10-15 years ago, none of this was here, it was all just fields. So it is relatively new, and it is just, well, all the buildings are just firing up everywhere. I don't like the colour scheme though, I don't like the type of bricks they've used, but I am going to be cautious in the rain because I've only had limited time, I think 4 or 5 times in the rain. A couple of them were recorded on camera. But yeah, they've got massive Waitrose here. I find Waitrose is so expensive. But yeah, the intro to the video, done first attempt, so I'm definitely getting more confident. And it was the first attempt after the intro to start this ride off. And before I'd have to take 5 or 6 attempts. But yeah, I've been looking forward to getting on my bike. I was going to do it yesterday, but I was so hungover from the valve renewal that I thought it wouldn't be wise, just in case I still had alcohol in my system. So I thought I'd leave it an extra day, so apologies for the video getting out later than normal. But yeah, I will talk a little bit about the history of Avebury, because it was only it was like a 10-second thing I said on the first one. So let me cut away now, I'll tell you a little bit about the history, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, so I do apologise for the wind. I was going to do a little brief history in the pub itself, but halfway through talking to you lot I realised that they had music on in the background and it probably would have got caught on copyright. So let me just have a little look at my phone and I can tell you a little bit more about Avebury. So Avebury Monument is vast and consists of several small sites of varying dates.
The earliest of these, the earthworks, dates between 3400 and 2625 BC. Later additions, including a henge and several stone circles, started around the early 14th century. In the 18th century, William Stukeley visited the site and chronicled the further damage that had been done. In 1872, the banker and Liberal MP Sir John Lubbock bought part of the village and protected the monuments. In the 1930s, the archaeologist Alexander Keeler re-erected many of the fallen stones, particularly restoring the circle to its original condition. There is a book called the Domesday Book. I do apologise for the amount of traffic there is here. The Domesday Book in 1086 recorded a church at Avebury, but no further details. The populations of the settlement may have been recorded under another estate name. So, the River Kennet flows south through the parish, passing just west of Avebury village, before turning east near Salisbury Hill. So, there's just a small little brief history of Avebury. And the pub is amazing, it's called the Red Lion. There should be a little bit of cutaways showing that. So let me hit the road and I'll see you in a minute.
Right, welcome back. I hope you learn a little bit about it. So yeah, what's been going on in the world of Shandy this week? So quite a lot. So beginning of the week after the last ride, I got the final bit. So there's only one of my boys that needed shoes, it weren't all of them. So we got the shoes, and then let me just change lane. And we took all the stuff to the venue. The actual day was quite good. There was a good turnout. We must have had about 50, 60 people. Let me just get in front of this car. I've got to remember to go and not get sidetracked. No detours today because I know where I'm going. But yeah, it was a good turnout. Plenty of people at the church. Wife looked absolutely amazing in her wedding dress. A little bit more casual this time though, compared to last time. Last time, where it was like our proper wedding, she stayed down at mum's house the night before. Then I didn't see her till we got to the church, but when we're a lot older now, she got dressed at home. I was the one that actually drove her in my Jag to the church. Done our own vows, that was quite good. It was a bit nerve-wracking when I was thinking about doing the vows, because being male, I'd done it the day before. So I did actually get, for the first time, a little bit of anxiety, and I don't usually get anxiety. So I had that sorted. We had the nice turnout with family, like I said. There are plenty of photos taken by family and friends. Obviously we weren't going to pay for a photographer this time, because everything now, well, the first time we had a wedding, there weren't many smartphones out because it was 16 years ago. But now with social media and everyone connected, we just got family and friends to take photos, and it come out quite nice. And with all the editing you can do on a computer nowadays, you can make it look professional. But most of them did anyway, because of how good the cameras are on people's phones now. Yeah, from there we went to the venue. Well, me and my wife quickly went home to check on Loki, and he decided to eat a bit of the laminate flooring, what was nice. So we had to work out a way so he wouldn't eat any more laminate flooring, typical Vizsla. So we kind of got the PC. We got an extra foldable chair, so we folded that up and put it down next to the dog box so we couldn't get to it. So that was sorted. Then we went to the venue. The only thing they did mess up was they were supposed to welcome all the guests, so they knew where to go, because the big let me just slow it down a bit, see if I can keep my balance. Nice. Where the venue was, you got to go down some stairs, because we had that at the hotel. Oh, first mistake of the day, put into neutral. I haven't done that in such a long time. But yeah, they weren't there to greet people, so some were at the upstairs bar, some was down the downstairs bar next to the venue itself. and I had to try again and look for everyone, but we got our room. It was quite interesting because they did tell us whose name it was in, so when I tried doing my name, it said I wasn't part of the venue, even though I spent what, £4 on it, £3.5 grand. But then when the wife put her name in, because the touchpad was so bad, should I overtake? No, wait. Where the touchpad was so bad, what, police there? Yeah, getting distracted. Where the touchpad was so bad, fair time. They're basically trying to tell my wife how to spell her name. And my wife was like, well, I do know how to spell my own name, I am 38. So that was interesting. Yeah, I do need to get moving. For some reason, my visor's fogging up, even though I've got one of them clear strips on. And I don't know why, so I'm going to open my visor a little bit, so I apologise for the wind, because I'm starting not to see anything yet. If I can open my visor, these gloves are so thick that I struggle to fill. One moment. I'll do it on a straight. Come on. Ah, there we go. Well, that was a bit of a mission, trying to open my visor. So yeah, the venue, the food was nice. And there was a good turnout there as well. DJ was a little bit late. Well, they weren't late to turn up, our planning. So we decided to do it at 7. But we all got there at like, what, 3:30? So it was a good turnout, DJ was good, but not a lot of people stayed late, even though it was a Saturday. A lot of family members left quite early. So it did end up just being mainly when the DJ and the alcohol kicked in, it was just me and my workmates. So there was, what, about 7 of us, 8 of us. But for a big hall, bring that back down now, the fog's gone. For a massive hall just to have one table filled with my workmates, I'm just glad that they stayed. We had a good night. And I think we bonded a little bit more, because you always do when you have a venue and you drink together. So it was good. Got plenty of presents, what was nice. Well, mostly money, what was good. And yeah, so did spend quite a lot of money, because the actual volume of the drinks were quite small. It was like, for a single Southern Comfort and Coke, it was like just over a mouthful. So I was necking them back. I spent over £200 on alcohol because it was so expensive. It was like, for a single Southern Comfort and Coke, it was nearly £7. If you get a double, it was like £8-9. I had one of my workmates, he spent about £200 as well. Well, I now need to have a little bit of confidence going around these corners, because I'm hardly leaning, and I know that there should be plenty of grip. But yeah, the whole thing was good. The hotel was nice, it was a big room, all inclusive. But yeah, waking up yesterday morning, I felt a little bit edgy. I was like, oh, at least I'm not hungover. Went down, I had to force myself to have free all-you-can-eat breakfast, so I had quite a lot of that. And yeah, when we left, we got home. I actually was relieved to get home, yeah, because I started feeling a bit rough again. Then, alright, let's slow it down, like I always keep saying. Oh, look, all the cows up there. All the cows are out. So yeah, got home, watched Formula 1, chilled out. Then I fell asleep for a couple of hours, woke up absolutely fine. Thought, you know what, I'll have a nice kebab. Had a nice kebab. And then the family had also had it, the kids and my wife. But then they started feeling a bit rough. I don't know what was going on with the kebab, I think it was a dodgy kebab. But that made me feel a bit rough, not because of the kebab itself, but because of the alcohol. So I'm glad I did a ride yesterday, because I don't think I have full concentration. And you need that on a bike really, don't you? So yeah, throughout the week before the venue, just working really. Told me finish, it's dark. So I do want to do a couple of night rides, but I'm going to have to plan it carefully, because I don't want to be doing it down country roads, only because you, the audience, won't be able to see anything. I've been playing a bit of Battlefield, watching some films with the family. But yeah, that's all about it for this week. The main venue's all done. So now we can concentrate with Christmas. The wife already wants to get the decorations out, and I'm like, well, it's still a little bit too early. But yeah, I've been so focused on talking to you lot, but look at the scenery here. I know I say every time I come down, but I just love it. It's just open fields, just great. I couldn't live in the city. Like New York, that would be a nightmare, wouldn't it, living in New York? Just big tower, concrete jungle, as they say, and they have one little park. But you can't just beat this, can you? Let's get away from that puddle. Oh, don't want to get on the white lines, that's a bit stupid. But yeah, look at it. I think I might have to change my visor on this. Only because the strip, I don't know why the strip is fogging out. I think I knocked the vents, so I'm not getting much air into it, but I am nice and warm and quite hot, because this balaclava, I think I'm going to take that off on the way home. Yeah, I'm just nice and warm. Can't feel anything on my hands like I usually say, and my feet are lovely and toasty and warm. And I can't feel any drafts or coldness or wet. It's quite nice. That is one thing I did notice though, getting old. My knees yesterday were aching from obviously having a drink and getting on the dance floor like a drunken old man. But yeah, just knees are aching a bit and they're clicking a bit when I'm walking. I don't know if that's my age or that I've put on quite a lot of weight over the last 2-3 months, and my knees are like, come on, what are you doing? You need to lose this weight again. But now the venue's over, I can now focus on going back to the gym, getting my videos out. I was having a look at getting a second camera, I really need it. Because everyone else in my niche has got 2 cameras, but obviously I spent so much on this venue, I couldn't really afford it. And so next month when I get paid, I'll be getting a new camera. I haven't seen any bikes out today. I know it's a weekday now, but I'm doing this very late. And it's wet, but it's not cold. Oh yeah. But yeah, I do love this road, even with the traffic. It's keeping me within the speed limit anyway. But yeah, checked chain. There we go. I haven't greased it in a couple of rides. I had a look today, and it is still quite greased up. I thought, well, there's no point putting any extra grease on it, only because it's wet weather. So I'm gonna have to clean and re-grease my chain after this ride anyway. Oh, it's just so lovely. It feels like I'm in a little bubble, a little weather bubble. So I'm getting none of the weather's affecting me. Let me touch a vent on my helmet. I must have it. Let's do that. I think that's open now. I'll see if the visor stops fogging. But yeah, I wonder how busy this pub's gonna be. I don't know. But yeah, I do love this road. I'll go open this visor again, it's still fogging up. Don't know what's going on with it. There we go. If I just open it ever so slightly, it won't affect my eyes then. But yeah, getting on the bike today, I definitely felt it in my knees. It's going to be interesting. Because when I used to go to the gym, I always used to skip leg day. They used to call me Johnny Bravo. because I've got small legs and my biceps are bigger than my calves. But I don't know why, I always feel sick after doing a leg workout, so it puts me off. We should be coming up to Avebury any minute now. So I don't know if it's just not enough muscle on the knees that's causing them to click, or if it is just my age. And if it's to do with the army as well, destroying them when I was in. I thought I wasn't in there that long, I was only in the army 4 years, so I thought it wouldn't affect it. Yeah, the rain's picking up a bit now. I can hear it on the visor now. I know I haven't wiped my camera in a while. So hopefully you've been able to see plenty. Yeah, a lot of traffic in there here, especially for a weekday. Yeah, right, there we go. It's just going to be a video of me putting my visor up, down, up, down, up, down. But yeah, it's so good being out on my bike. Yes, I just look forward to it all the time. And talking to you now, I've got into that routine where when I come out on my bike, I just want to talk to you lot. It's just fun. So yeah, here we are. We're at Avebury. So from earlier on the video, you've heard a little bit about the history. So yeah, this pub, the Red Lion. So we come in there, then we try not to mess up the gears, because the very first time I come here I was in the complete wrong gear and I nearly stalled it here. Look at that, like a pro now, aren't I? Right, let's turn it round. I'll do it over here near the benches. But yeah, it should be nice and quiet for me to do my video. Let's get into neutral, put the kickstand down and sit back a bit. So I hope you enjoyed this ride and you learn a little bit more about Avebury. I do apologise once again about how late this video is coming out, but I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.